In my project, I wanted to work on gyroscopic motion. Originally, I wanted to build a two-wheel gyroscope car that would balance with gyroscopic motion while balancing on a rail, and it could also drive. I built this frame with Legos, and then of course my supplies were super glue, an engine, some CDs, a battery, some buttons, and I started out building the frame of the Lego car and adding a motor to the back so that it would be able to propel on the track. Also, once this was done, I added the CD flywheel. The problem with this car was the CD flywheel was not heavy enough to balance the whole gyro car, so this plan didn't work and I had to scrap the Lego idea. My second idea was to start on just a regular gyroscope with batteries and CDs, where I'd press the button, the CDs would spin, and it would be able to balance itself. This one I got on the first try, and it couldn't move around or drive, but it could balance itself. It was built out of a CD, or a large CD, a small CD motor, 3 AAA batteries, and some wire. This one, I'd push the button, the CDs would spin, and it would balance just like I wanted, except it wouldn't balance perfectly, and it'd kind of wobble and fall over every now and then, and the batteries ran out real quick. So I decided I wanted to make a unicycle, which is where the G.U.M. comes from, the Gyroscopic Unicycle Monorail. This one was a CD and multiple smaller CDs that would spin with a larger motor, a 9-volt battery, a push button, and a wheel, and it would also be able to balance around the track, which I will show you a video of later. And my last gyroscope was just another normal gyroscope like the first one I built, but it would balance a lot better, and it used a 9-volt battery to run, and it's rechargeable, so all I have to do is switch out batteries and recharge them. When I was building, my biggest problem was I just didn't have enough supplies or money or a big enough motor, but I got all of them to work that I wanted to work, just with trial and error. It took multiple tries with most of them. A lot of the times they'd blow up or just wouldn't work. So I had about 8 different prototypes, but I eventually got one of each to work. And let's see, mastery of technology. To research for my project, I used YouTube videos, which I will put in an annotation right now. And I also used Google. So with trial and error, I would try it, and then if that didn't work, I would look at it and fix one thing, and then I'd try it again, and eventually there was nothing else to fix and it worked. And that was the case with all 3 of the prototypes until I got one that I was 100% happy with. So this is the video of the Gyroscopic Unicycle Monorail that I filmed in VisionTech after it was finished.
Here we go. Okay, Beck, you're on.
Alright, this is my gyroscopic unicycle. I don't really have much else to tell about it. It's blown up twice. Third time.
Once today.
And once yesterday. Third time's a charm.
Okay. it goes. Success.
So these are my three working models, and all three of them do work in balance. One of them is able to drive around on a track just with the motion of the gyroscope. And with planning these projects, I learned that you really have to work ahead and just keep on working until you get it right. And I don't think I'd change anything. I'm happy with how they all turned out, and that's my project.